Kevin, Jeff Peterson with Foil and Specialty Effects Association. I'm here today with Kevin Abergel, president of Taktiful, and we're going to talk a little bit about some different things, but mostly about our upcoming event, AmplifyPrint, that we're extremely excited about. Kevin's going to be very involved with Amplify. He sits on our board of directors for FSCA, and he is, as a lot of people out there know, extremely involved in the digital embellishment side of the embellishment industry and the print embellishment industry. So, Kevin, welcome. Thank you for getting on with us today.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for the invitation. We're really happy to be here to support the FSCA and all the wonderful work you guys are doing for embellishments, and obviously putting together this conference, the Amplify conference, which is really the home of embellishments. I know the entire Taktiful team and everybody we're talking to and working with is really excited to see all the new tech that's going to be on display and all the new trends, and learning a lot of new things on how to be successful with embellishments. So thanks again for putting this together, Jeff. We really appreciate everything you're doing for our industry.
Well, I appreciate it, and appreciate all your help. There's going to be a lot of different things going on at Amplify. We're over 80% sold out of booth space now.
Wow.
We will sell out before probably even this month is over. And, the programming's all in place. We have some awesome stuff that's going to cover everything from hot foil, cold foil, digital foil encoding, UV coatings, a little bit about the industry. So it's exciting. We're going to start the whole AmplifyPrint event with a couple general sessions. One is going to include Christine Yardley from Print Panther Direct and Sabine Lenz from Paper Specs, and they're going to do a little she said, and go back and forth about embellishments, and they'll get into the best type to use for the best applications, which I think will be fun. And certainly, especially Christine has a lot of digital background, and so she'll be talking a lot about that, although she knows a lot about embellishments overall. And then we've got all kinds of different sessions. One very specifically will be a digital embellishment track, and
right.
You're going to be helping with that, moderating a couple sessions. I'll have some involvement too, but I know the first one's going to be about designing with digital embellishments, and you'd help put that together. I might have you talk a little bit about what you think that session is going to be about.
Yeah, I think, we do a lot of research, and that's going to be another session that we talk about all the new data that we've collected from the market this year. And I think one of the big obstacles that we consistently see that's kind of hindering the adoption of not just digital embellishment, but all types of embellishments is the boogeyman aspect that is around how to design for it. So people think because it looks so pretty and it looks so great that it must be impossible to design for. And I think that's one of the major obstacles to mainstream adoption of embellishments that we're all fighting in the industry. And I think having a panel, we have people who are really, really good designers, people who have really demonstrated their next level, people like Ryan Moskin from H&B, people like Matt Redbear, who's won I forgot how many Gold Leaf Awards, people like Catherine Hess and more, to come up on that panel and have a discussion about what they've figured out by trial and error to make that whole process simple and flawless. I think is going to be good. So again, the more people can educate, the more we can learn from each other, which is what I think is great about these types of sessions, the better we are as an industry. So let's share that knowledge, let's share the best practices and any tips and tricks that we've been able to figure out on the way.
I think that's great. Following that session, which I think is going to be very educational, you named people that are going to be on there that have a lot of background in design. April Lytle was going.
And April, of course.
Well, April's awesome. So it's going to be an awesome group. And then I know you and I are going to then just talk a little bit about the study that you, meaning Taktiful, and what they think have put together. And I think, if I'm not wrong, it's going to be sort of the introduction of those results at the event. So I think it's that, and maybe talk a little bit about that and what'll take place with that.
Sure. So we partnered with What They Think back in 2023 on a landmark study called the Specialty Ink and Toner Study. And that's really where we sat there and we analyzed, what were the obstacles, challenges for that fifth and sixth color. And I think that's something that's important everybody notices, that fifth and sixth color ink and toner option on digital presses are really now being brought under the umbrella term digital embellishments. And actually, we're going to have people like Sharp, people like Fuji, people like Xerox coming to this show to kind of show off their specialty embellishments with toners. That being said, we did this again this year, except we expanded out above toner and ink, and now we're including inkjet-based embellishments. And so what I'm looking forward to is kind of with you having a fireside chat and going over all the new data that's come in this year. And I could tell you, Jeff, I've taken a look at the data already. It's really interesting, some of the things that are popping up regarding market education levels, regarding demand, where the demand is for embellishments compared to last year. A lot of very positive signs for the industry, and I think that's going to be really interesting to kind of go through and discuss that together with you on the stage.
That sounds great. It's very exciting. And digital embellishments is going to be a big part of what we're going to do at the show, starting with, we're going to have our Gold Leaf Awards on Tuesday night.
Then yes, of which we sponsor.
Yes. Wednesday, we have the digital embellishment track that you're going to be helping with. And then, as you mentioned, we have several machines on the floor that'll be digital inkjet, embellishing, such as the Duplo UV coater. Digital UV coater will be there on the floor. Yep. And then Fuji has a machine. Sharp has a machine. Xerox as well. And on top of all of our more conventional things, like we got folder gluers, a signature folder gluer. We got a comma foil stamping embossing press, and Sakurai screen coater. So it's kind of mixing that conventional with the digital, which I think is awesome. Everybody can see a little bit of everything that the whole industry is doing.
I agree.
One other quick thing, let's talk a little bit about Taktiful, because you'll have a booth there, of course, and represent your Taktiful software and other products you sell. So tell a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the show.
Yeah, so we're really excited. This is going to be we're going to be showcasing a lot of new surprises. So we always take advantage of Amplify to launch new products to the market, being as how actually we launched a year ago at the Print Embellishment Conference. So we've only our startup's a year old on this upcoming Amplify. So that's always our show for us to showcase the new stuff. We're not only going to be showing some of our stuff, so we create a bunch of AI-driven software for digital embellishments that's hitting the market now, but we've also been in co-development with major OEM, very, very much, hopefully, fingers crossed. Can't talk about it too much right now, but if you come to Amplify, you'll definitely hear about this new product that we've been developing, which should definitely rock the world of embellishments in a good way. So can't talk about it now, but fingers crossed we'll be talking about it as we get closer to the show.
That sounds great.
That's exciting.
Kevin, I really appreciate you being on with me, telling us, helping me spread the word a little bit about the events and what we'll be doing there, and what you'll be doing as well with Taktiful. So we look forward to it, and we'll be in touch, and we'll see you there.
Looking forward to it, Jeff. Thanks again for everything that you're doing, and I know this is going to be an Amplify for the ages, my friend.
AmplifyPrint.org. You can register now. You can see all the different programming and all the machines and everything that everybody that'll be exhibiting. So go to AmplifyPrint.org, June 10th through the 12th in Chicago. Everybody can get to Chicago easy. It's going to be a great event. Thanks again, Kevin. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you in Chicago.
Thanks.